Stepdad been raping you since
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god! It's too damn early for this shit! Leave me alone!
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay, I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
Stepdad been raping you since
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god! It's too damn early for this shit! Leave me alone!
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay, I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
Stepdad been raping me since
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god! It's too damn early for this shit! Leave me alone!
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay.
Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. It's February 3rd, 2023. We do the disclaimer, use allegedly. Nobody's been found guilty in a court of law yet. Apply the but-for legal standard. But-for, Mr. Perry, stalking, hacking, peeping, coercion, theft, grand larceny with intent to coerce, interference with contracts and commerce, and anything he can butt into with intent to coerce, he does. Lucius, right, Lucius? Muffin Man, Calvin, Blankenship, Desiree, Richard, Dickey, Sonjay, Geppetto. We got those names because that's what he does. And everybody's pissed. Everybody's sick of this. Everybody's sick of y'all. Right, Dom David? We're like, gosh, name one victim that has the evidence and the information that we have. Name one, David. You have had 9 years. I've been in Oklahoma 9 years. I came here not to have drama. Everybody fucking hates drama. We don't have time for it, Mr. Perry. We're busy. We have a life. You need to get off your fucking ass and leave everybody alone. Go work. Go get busy. Go be normal. Stop sitting on your butt, perverting around and making trouble. Right, Lucius? Is that working for you? You got a real date? You don't. You have no chance of that. You're just this guy. Cuckoo bird. You have a pretend life, Mr. Perry. Nothing real. I don't feel anything for you, but deep, deep, deep disgust. You're not wanted. You're not loved. You're a reject. Nothing better. There's not been a date. There will never be a date. You make my skin crawl. If you liked me, you would do what I like. So it's not even about you are trying to get a date. You're not trying to get a date. You're trying to traffic me. And everybody knows that. Everybody's sick of your bullshit and the insult to our intelligence, Mr. Perry. It doesn't, even if there was something romantic there, it doesn't go both ways. You're just cuckoo like this man. Just ridiculous. You look like a buffoon.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
Stepdad been raping you since
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit.
She doesn't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to you. There's nothing you have to say we all want to hear. Mr. Perry, we can get information, and you can't. We have information from right inside your criminal organization, Lucius. When before has that happened? And it happens every day when you do it to me. What does that mean? Do you know? Do you have a nurse? You need one. Nobody picked a fight with you. I don't know you. I came here to have no drama. I came here to be with my family and get away from Princess Cuckoo Bird and his sadism and his sick, twisted, sex pervert weirdo problem. I didn't invite him here. I came here to get away from a fight. Is everybody clear on that? I didn't just move once. I moved twice. Started all over again. I left Texas. I don't want to go back to Texas. Mr. Perry's tried to force me by starvation back to Texas. I don't want to go. I even have a legitimate reason to be in Texas. I have an ex-husband that lives there and a son. I don't want to go. I want for you to leave me alone. You don't have a legit reason to be in Oklahoma. Nobody invited you to Oklahoma, Mr. Perry. And you don't have anything real. There's not been a date. There's never been intimacy. You saw with Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander. She slashed his tires. She stalked him. She took pictures of him. All this crazy stalking crap Mr. Perry does. And then she murdered him. And But they had an intimacy, Mr. Perry. You don't have any such thing. So your cuckoo bird problem is worse than hers by far. Because you sit around watching TV pretending that is your life, and there is nothing real about it. It doesn't go both ways, bitch. You disgust me. We can get information, and you can't, because you disgust everybody. You make everybody very uncomfortable. You make everybody feel creeped out. You make everybody's stomach sick. And you need to get off your ass and get a life and go be with your family. Go do things in Lubbock with your family. And leave everybody else the fuck alone. Nobody asked you what you think. Nobody wants to know how you feel. And I want this, and I need a lie, and I think, whine. Oh my God, with the Queenie, drama queen thing. Stop. Just stop. Grow up. Act your age. Act like a dude. Get a life. And go be with your family. Please, go be normal. Lucius, the fuck, really? I don't know you, sir. I don't know you. So, but for Mr. Perry's stalking, hacking, peeping, coercion, one drama after another, conflict, strife, theft, robbery, we wouldn't do these to document it. And we know before, not after. We say something before, not after, to establish malicious aforethought. And how does that information get from them to me? See, we've always controlled the flow of information, Lucius, Calvin, Geppetto, David, right? Sanjay. You can you name one of my guys that gets that from you and gives it to me? Can you name one? It's been 9 years. Can you quote one meeting we have? You can't. But we quote you every day. I just named off Calvin, Muffin Man, that's a nickname. Geppetto, your witch. Sanjay, your hacker. Beverly, Kate, Lucius, Mr. Perry. When you contact me, that's the kind of stuff we get. You cause a loss for me, that's the kind of stuff we get. You have to want to be caught, bitch. You have to just want to get caught. Because you do every time you do something to me. And you have every day for a decade. Nothing else has happened but that. There's not a date. There's never been a date. You are pretending. You have a pretend life. I don't like you. Move on. We all get rejected. The rest of us just move on. What's wrong with you that you can't? It's like you fail. And you want that. And you get caught. And you want that. And you're a deeply sadistic, crooked piece of trash. And everybody's sick of having to deal with it, David. You too. You don't think that started before I got here? You're off your nut. People don't like crime. They don't like it, David, Lucius, Calvin. It hits second in polling in the midterm elections. People don't like crime. If you do something illegal, that means people don't like it when you do that. They want you to stop it. David, control yourself. You need to control yourself. Okay? I'm just telling you. I'm the one quoting you. You're not quoting us. I'm naming people that work for you. You're not naming our guys. So you need to wake up and get in reality, David, Lucius, Calvin. You have no idea what you're doing, do you? Not a fucking clue. Cuckoo Bird's got Huntington's disease. See, I know he has Huntington's disease. Because when you take my money, when you cause a problem for me, when Mr. Perry contacts me in any way, shape, or form, when you invade my privacy, it pisses off the wrong people, David. People that don't give two fucks who you think you are, princess. So, do you feel pretty in that dress you wear? You act like a girl. Because men don't pick on women to feel tough. How many men sit in a fucking meeting, sit around, and try to figure out how to make me fail? One woman. Doesn't get any more pathetic than you. So, you need to get a grip on reality. Mr. Perry, nobody asked you what you think. We're all sick of hearing it. How many different ways can I say that for you to get it? Everybody's sick of you. You are not invited here. You're not loved. You're not wanted. You're a fucking failed reject. Everybody's sick of you. And your drama. So we can get information and you can't. You take one penny from me, we get more. You contact me one time, poke and peep, we get more. You cause a hack, you hack me, or you cause problems and you cause drama around me, we get more. Nothing else has happened in 9 fucking years but that. So we apply the but-for legal standard. We got the malicious aforethought. We got the premeditation. You sat around and had a meeting. And we got what you said in that meeting. You're not quoting our meetings, we're quoting yours. Wake up. Wake up, delusional. So Huntington's disease causes paranoia, hallucinations. He's imagining things that aren't real. Diagnosed nutbag. Our shrink said long ago he's got no cognitive reasoning. None. He can't do if then that. No cause and effect. Can't do it. Can't put that stuff together in his head. When you mess with Cynthia, you get caught. When you mess with Cynthia, you get caught. When you cause a problem for Cynthia, you get caught. That's never happened to you before. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. Over and 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 over. Golly, wow. And you do it again and again and again and again. Day after day after day after day. We get more and more and more and more. And the more we get, the easier it will be to get a conviction and restitution. David, Lucius, Calvin, Geppetto, Sanjay, Blankenship, Desiree, Beverly, Kate, Reuben, James, Dickie, and Richard. Jesus Christ in heaven, help us. I didn't even have words. We don't even have words. You have to, Mr. Perry, do not contact me. I fucking hate it. Just like this. Leave me alone. You need to control yourself, pathetic. Leave me alone. Get off your ass and go get busy working. Go be normal and do what everybody else can do. Fail. You embarrass the hell out of me. Golly, you're a weirdo.
Leave me alone.
What, are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay, I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What, are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
Stepdad been raping you since
Leave
you
me
were
alone.
12?
Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video.
Mr. Perry, I said no. Mr. Perry, I said no. Mr. Perry, I said no. No. You do not even make sense. You embarrass the hell out of me. I said no. Fuck off. I have told you that every day. When you contact me, we get more. Because I don't like it. When you contact me, sir, we get more evidence of your crime than anybody else has ever gotten before. Asked the Muffin Man. Do you understand what that means? Because I don't think you do. I think our shrink is... golly, long ago. He's got severe mental retardation and severe mental illness. Severe. Severe. Turns out you got Huntington's disease. It causes the severe mental illness, hallucinations, delusion, paranoia, and severe mental retardation. No cognitive reasoning. Can't do cause and effect. When you cause a problem for Cynthia, you're gonna get caught, dumbass. You're not gonna get a date. You don't shit up somebody's life and think you're gonna get a date. Fuck off. I don't want to hear it. We're all sick of hearing you. We're all sick of you, all of you. We can get information because of it, and you can't. And you have all of you, David, Lucius, Cal, you all act like you have no fucking idea what that means. We see it, then we show you. We see it, then we show you. We see it, then we show you. Over and over, day after day, same thing. And it's just not clicking for y'all. We've not seen anything like it. We're just like, wow. I mean, it's so easy, David, it's not even fair. How many men sit around in a meeting and try to fucking make me fail? One woman. It's pathetic, David. You're pathetic. All you had to do is leave me the fuck alone. All you had... What's your excuse? Charles has Huntington's disease. Certified, diagnosed, nutbag, and mental slow. Both. What is yours? What's your excuse? What's funny is he tried to make me look crazy. Slandered me all over the place. I don't go out with a man, Mr. Perry. I'm not going to fall in love with a man unless he defends my honor. I don't go out with a man unless he makes sure I'm never broke. I don't miss a meal. You told everybody who would listen, I'm going to starve her into a lie. I'm not stalking her. She's just crazy. So, 2 strikes. Boom, you're out. And the biggest one of all is you're a cop killer. You're a child pornographer. You're a cop killer. And you sicken everybody. You were Paul-Stephen prisoners, bitch. I promise you, because prison is the way prison is, despite their best efforts, somebody somewhere is going to beat the hell out of you in prison. Your attorney's going to have to do some major work to keep that from happening. Because guys like you get the fuck beat at your... Men don't like men who pick on women and children to feel tough. They don't like you. You'll get the hell beat out of you. Watch the Epstein stuff. Watch all the Epstein stuff. And what happened on that? People don't like your crime. We can get information because of it, and you don't. You are going to prison. The reason we're getting all that information is to make sure you go to prison. Because people are sick of this. They don't want to deal with it anymore. Nobody likes oppression. Nobody likes theft and robbery and drama and strife and conflict and hardship and suffering. People don't like it. That's why they made it illegal, dumb fucks. That's why they made it illegal. You do it, you're going to get removed from the society you pose a danger to and you're causing loss to. So we can get information, and you can't. Name one of my guys, name one, that gets the information from you to me. Quotes your meetings. Gets the information where we quote your meetings. You can't quote one of ours, and you can't name one of our guys that do that, can you? David, why do you think we're doing all this? Because we're just bored? You're as nutty as Charles. We just need the diagnosis. He said he's glad she's okay, because that's how the general public feels. Most people, I'm glad she's not hurt. They tried to hurt her, and I'm glad that didn't work. We can get information and you can't. Wake up. You're in a lot of trouble. Wake up. When Charles contacts me, I fucking hate it. I said stop it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. When you threaten me, Mr. Perry, we don't even know what to say to that, sir. They're duly noted for the record, all your threats. You've carried some of them out. When you're in prison, I'm going to come ask you then. Is he cute now? Is he cute now? That's not how you win a woman's heart. You aren't after a date. Everybody's kind of sick of hearing that bullshit. You wanted to traffic me, and you got caught. Any other victim know that you were trying to traffic him before you did it? Any other victim know names of people doing that? Lucius? Any other victim know that you're trying to take a driver's license and take out taillights and arrange pullovers and, to get somebody kicked out of their home before? I knew. Anybody else solve a murder that you committed to cover all that up? See, a lot of times, the things that you guys plan don't work out because we find out beforehand. And we make other arrangements. Because there are a lot of people who are glad to make sure I'm okay. You guys are fucked hard. It is so easy, it is not even fair. And everything you've done has built a case against you, David. All you had to do is leave me the fuck alone. What did I tell you? I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come here to mop up. I came here to get away from drama. I fucking hate it. I don't have time. I'm busy. Everybody else is busy. We have a life. You need to get one. Mr. Perry, you're boring. You are a waste of air. You're disgusting. Listen to this guy. This is how everybody else sees you. Normal people.
About how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Stepdad's been raping you since
Leave
you
me
were 12 years
alone!
old.
Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Mr. Perry, I said no. When you contact me, you get caught. Nothing else has happened in 10 years but that. You like getting caught. If you wanted to date with me, you would defend my honor, make sure I didn't miss a meal, respect my boundaries, and not invade my privacy, peeping Tom nothing. And, you wouldn't kill cops. You'd be normal. You'd be busy working. Because I find men that work, that's a turn on for me. Lazy, fat, perverted nothings like you, you're a turn off. You're a turn off. You have nothing to say that even makes sense, much less I want to hear. Nothing. Remember who it is you're talking to, Mr. Perry. No one has caught your crime like we have. Name one of my guys that gets that information from you to me. Name one. In 9 years, you can't do it. Quote one meeting. In 9 years, you can't do it. But I can name Lucius, Calvin, Blankenship, Desiree, Dickie, Richard, James, Reuben, Beverly, Geppetto, your witch, Sanjay, your hacker. Right, Calvin? Now, wake up. You're very, very slow. Our shrink was right. Mr. Perry, do not contact me. He starts typing in my other phone, and a lot of times if I tell him to stop, he will. When you contact me, Mr. Perry, please understand that will get us more, because I fucking hate it. We say it, then we show you. We don't say you don't like getting caught. That has to be your goal. There has been nothing else come from what you do but that. You are a fucktard. I don't even have words. I fucking don't want to hear it. You don't even make sense. You're as stupid as that guy. It's embarrassing. You embarrass everybody. You don't even know. See, we hear what everybody says, Mr. Perry. Everybody's embarrassed by you. Golly.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. You need to leave her alone.
Okay, so I've gone out with a lot of men in my life. Didn't take 13 years for them to get me to like them. They actually had a real date with me, Mr. Perry, and real sex. And you can't get that. Never have, never will. They made sure I didn't miss a meal, Mr. Perry. They didn't invade my privacy, Mr. Perry. They didn't call my friends and family and coworkers and cause a problem, Mr. Perry. They didn't smear me in the news, Mr. Perry. They didn't try to false arrest me, Mr. Perry. They didn't lie about me in court or out of court or to the media, Mr. Perry. They defended my honor. You're not good enough. You are pathetic. Nobody believes that. I'm going to say this again. When I was dancing, Lucky Miller and Michael Neely came to my work and asked me about a forged marriage license and power of attorney. And I said, why would I sign something like that, Chief Miller? And he said, I thought this looked like not your signature. But I needed to ask you to confirm that. I go, I've not seen it, much less signed it. If anybody doubts that I've not seen it, much less signed it, bring me your copy and watch Princess Cuckoo Bird shit herself. Yep, because I've not seen it. It's a forgery. It's a forgery. So, but the thing is if he really wanted a date, he would do what women like. Instead, he does what deviant men like. And so he can't get a date with a woman. But really, it's not about that. It's about, I want money because I'm going to sell people. And that's illegal. You go, it's a life sentence, sir. It's a life sentence. How many counts will they charge you with, sir? If I'm quoting you in your meetings, why are we getting that, sir? Why am we're getting names of people helping you? Why are we getting that, sir? So that they can charge you. So that they can get a conviction and restitution. And the more of this we get, the easier it will be to do that. And the more you contact me, the more we get. The more you cause me loss, the more we get. The more you smear me and slander me, the more we get. The more drama you cause for me, the more we get. The longer I'm broke, the more we get. The longer Mike Neely's in jail, the more we get. And it has been that way fucking day after fucking day after fucking day after day after day after day. And you want my help, and I will never help you. We all want you gone. My guys will be in touch with you after you give it back and you get out. Don't even ask me. Don't fucking ask me again. I've been asked over the past few days, is it Mike, he's asked if it's Mike Neely. Somebody over there is talking to our guys, and they've told us that you suspected that. And he goes, Mike can tell every time she's had a nerve because his cell gets tossed and he gets asked a bunch of weird questions. So note that for the record, okay? I'm not told who the leaks are. I don't even care. I don't know how many different ways I can say that for you to get it, sir. It's for the protection of everybody because you're dangerous. You kill people. You don't get to know that stuff. Is it Dan Pope? Is it Tahlequah PD? Is it, what? I'm not told who your leaks are. I don't care. What business is it of yours? That's an admission of guilt as far as we're concerned. You don't get to know that. You're not entitled. You're the offender. You're the offender, bitch. You're dangerous to people. You're not going to get told that information, sir. But my guys will help you as much as they can, but the longer you drag this on, the less they can do. You had in 2020, you will give it back, you stupid little fuck, and you will get out. And that includes you let Mr. Neely go home. You get my club full of paying customers because you ran everybody off. You make it right the wrongs you did. And get the fuck out of my life. And you chose not to. And so we've got more. It's just piling up. Weirdo. Now we have names we didn't have before. Like Sanjay. And Lucius. And Geppetto. And your nickname guy Muffin Man. Because you didn't do it then. And you're not doing it now. So we just keep getting more. I got more this morning. I'm not putting it out, and I'm not giving it to you. Okay? There's a lot of that, actually. But we have it. So if there's a problem, I'll pop it out and go, see, I told you so. I told you. Nobody owes you a lie, you bitch. You have ruined and devastated people's lives. And everybody's sick of y'all. And sick of that. And sick of the repeating. We say it, then we show you. We say it, then we show you. We say it, then we show you. We say it. Golly. Who gave me the Fabian puzzle in jail, Mr. Perry? David. How'd that get to me? In jail. Right up under your nose. Yeah, you don't know. Nobody will help you. Everybody wants you gone.
This make you feel?
Okay. Listen to this guy tell them, I'm gonna get you. I hear that every day. Perry types it in my phone. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna get. I can. Can you? Hold a press conference, Mr. Perry, and tell everybody what you can do and get away with. That's how we get information. People are sick of hearing that. But you know what? You're just a pathetic, boring, nobody accountant. With no life. Just a nothing, right? Without your crime. So you want everybody to know what you can do and get away with. Whatever. It makes as much sense as this bitch. Stupid, crazy shit. Why are you just like a prostitute? Nobody asked you. No one fucking asked you. No one fucking cares what you think. Shut up.
You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
You want,
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I don't
gonna
give a fuck. You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can bring
Is
the
that a
fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
This make
I got pictures of you in a state where I don't live and have no legitimate reason to be to prove I'm not stalking you. That's what Mr. Perry does. That's how the logic of a cuckoo bird like him. I'm like, wow. It's so easy. It's not even fair. Okay, name one other victim that has this. David, Lucius, Calvin, Geppetto, Charles. Name one other victim that has this. And that. 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 What is this about pullovers? And that. 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 Viscosity rant. And that. And that. Mr. Perry, you contact me again, you're gonna get fucked up. Legally, this is not a physical threat. Legally, you're gonna get fucked up. You already are. You're just too stupid to know that. You're too stupid to even be embarrassed like you make everybody else. If we're quoting you, we hear what a lot of people say. Everybody's fucking embarrassed by you, sir. And very confused as to why you're not embarrassed too. Our shrink said he's not embarrassed because I told you he's severely mentally retarded. He won't pass the cognitive reasoning test of my first grade patients take. He won't do it. He can't do it. He's mentally impaired. Sure as shit, that was years ago, wasn't it? Sure as shit, she was right. He got Huntington's disease. Impaired cognitive reasoning, paranoia, delusion, hallucinations, psychosis. Certified diagnosed nutbag. What's your excuse, David? There's something. All she has to do is interview and she'll tell you what your diagnosis. You got something wrong with you. Nobody does the same thing every day for 9 years and it just gets caught. Nobody does that. I mean, this is, I don't know what this, we don't even know what to say. And that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Nobody's going to help you, Mr. Perry, until you give it back and get out. It won't be me. The guys will be in touch. It's very inappropriate for you to contact me. I don't want a thing to do with you. I can't wait till you're arrested and I don't have to deal with you ever again. Everybody's very looking forward to the day you guys are in jail and we don't have to deal with this crap anymore. No more threats, no more fear, no more loss, no more devastation, no more hardship. Everybody wants that gone, and you guys, when you're gone, that's gone with you. No more drama. You guys are soap opera. And we get that. Nobody else, what other victim has this? This. Name one victim, David, Lucius, Calvin, Geppetto. One victim that has all this. Quoting you. Name one. Mr. Perry, you're not going to take shit. I just took information from your camp. I'm sorry. My guys just took information from your camp and got it to me. Do you understand me? They took it. We got it. From you, this too, that my guys took information and got information from your camp and gave it to me. What does that mean? You don't know, do you? Point out for me marks on him that look like he was in a fight at all. Who else has this? What other victim has this? Beforehand, there wasn't depositions taken yet, right, David? Mike was drugged. He didn't do it. Couldn't have. You don't beat somebody so hard their head comes off their body and look like that. Red swollen right hand is all the arrest report says the injuries are from that event. There's a second event that happened after. Well, he's got an IV in the right hand, so that's why it's red and swollen. Because you don't beat somebody so hard their head comes off their body and look like that. You don't. Murder in the first degree of a cop. How many cops did you piss off when you did that? All over the country. Don't give two fucks who David Robertson thinks he is. Narcan. Sure shit, I was right. That's in March. That's in May. Any of the victim have that? How did Jean Mitchell wanted to know how she knew his legal argument before he even made it? She texted and said, don't do it. It's not plausible. He went into court and said, my client was drunk and he fell on Chief Miller, and with his magic ass while he was passed out cold, caused internal decapitation, blunt force trauma to the head, and strangulation. Right. Okay, what? Mr. Perry, when you contact me, please understand that helps us get more. Go pray to your little doll. Your little doll helps us get more. We are getting more every day. You just act like you fucking have no idea what those words mean. So sure shit, I did. I contacted him well before a trial and said, I know your legal argument. It's not plausible, sir. You have a fiduciary obligation to defend your client vigorously to the best of your ability, and you're fucking it up already. And he has the right to adequate counsel, not to corruption. So while you're putting the wrong guy in jail, the offenders are still out hurting people. That's not what law enforcement's for. Mr. Perry, when you contact me, we're going to get more. The reason I found out Mr. Mitchell, his legal argument before he made it, and that Mike was drugged before they did depositions, is when you contact me, sir, we get stuff from inside your camp. It pisses me off. Pisses everybody off. So you asked for it. You're asking for it again right now. I said, shut up and leave me alone. I don't want to hear it. No one's going to help you. When you leave me alone and give back what you took, the guys will get in touch with you. I'm repeating myself, and we're all tired of that. Any other victim have this? Any other victim have all this? Mr. Perry? That? Who gave me that? David? David, I want you to find out who gave that to me in jail. Before you once again go, oh, she's the psychic. Go in court and say that. It's shapeshifters and angels, and it's God and the... Well, God and the angels are no doubt helping. There's no question. Stupid. How would you not know that? Yeah, aren't you into Satan? So wouldn't Satan and Jesus be fighting each other, or however that works? Don't you think? You ought to know that. You're the Satanist. You worship a witch. You worship a doll. It doesn't get any more pathetic than you. I've never known grown men that worship a doll. I mean, I'm like, wow. You don't see people lining up to become Satanists. There are people that do, but it's not like it's a highly popular religion, you know. I mean, it's just not. Because it's weirdo. It's very, very weirdo. Alright, so there's, but they do. Everybody, I mean, we hear they worship a doll. If you can even believe that. Grown-ass men. I don't, like, wow. Okay, go into court and say it's shapeshifters or it's your doll. I mean, ask your doll. Who got that to me in jail? Yeah, you go see if your when does your doll fix your problems, Mr. Perry? What kind of grown-ass man plays with a doll and thinks that's going to turn a woman on? I mean, you got to be shitting me. Other victim that has that. Any other victim have that? Princess? Any other victim have that? Any other victim have that? Any other victim have all this before you do it, not after? Any other victim have before you do it, not after? You need to control yourself, sir. I don't want to hear what you have to say. What did I say? I want my privacy back. I want everything you took back. And I want you to fuck off and leave me alone. I want for you to control yourself and go be with your family. What betrayal? What lie do you tell your family when you sit on your fat, lazy ass all day bothering women who do not like you? Women you'll never have. You'll never be good enough. The best you will ever be is a sex weirdo watching TV pretending. You'll never be any better than that. Always a failure. Always a reject. Always just a pathetic little wannabe, never wanted. We all get rejected. We all move on. Find somebody else. And you can't. You don't have the power to just fucking be normal. Any other victim have that? Any other victim have any of this stuff? He's trafficked me. He's trying to traffic me. He's trying to traffic me. You're caught. People were laughing about how stupid you guys are. Do they not know they're caught? Do they not know they're caught? I mean, come on. They're caught. Do they just not know? I mean, they do. But it's just not clicking that everyone knows. They want to kidnap me. Mr. Perry's told everybody who will listen, I can kidnap her. I've made it where nobody will report it and it won't be on the news. Yep, but we got it. So now what? What's it mean that we have it? So you don't know. It's so easy. It's not fair. Nobody else has that. No other victim. Right? Get a grip on reality. Look what we have. Look what we have, sir. You're the one asking who your leaks are. No one will help you until you give it back and get out. The guys will be in touch. It's not going to be me. I don't want to help you. I want for you to be gone. I want my life back. I want my privacy back. I want you to fuck off. You turn off. You're a big, fat, lazy turn off. If you wanted to date, you would do what women like. You don't do what women like. You do what deviant men like. So you're surrounded with deviant men. Right, David? Aren't you into that too? Any of you have a real love life? I mean, this is pathetic. So we just get more and more and more. So I go to court the other day. Oh, here's the thing with TPD. So you have Vanessa Harper Hall, whose husband is Sergeant Marcus Harper. He's a police officer, and she doesn't like the budget. She's voting against the whole fucking budget because of the systemic problems at TPD, corruption. She's hearing complaints. She's representing. Maybe that's a little extreme. Maybe it's not. She's expressed her opinion. She's not tolerating the corruption. Okay, she's taken a step here to say, yeah, I'm not putting up with this corruption. You need to fix it. So what we've alleged is that David Robertson is running TPD, not Chief Franklin. And if that weren't true, we would see something happen here to indicate Mr. Robertson is not running TPD. Chief Franklin is. David Robertson's got some very strong evidence against him to prove criminal activity that is disgusting. And we've not seen him be arrested. So until he's arrested, TPD, we believe he's running you, not Chief Franklin. That's not what we paid for, is it? That's a very big problem. And you don't pull women over who are victims of domestic violence. You don't do it. Targeted pullover. So I was in court. I got my continuance. I think it was interesting because I go to the clerk, and this has happened many times before, and it's illegal as shit. I will go up to the clerk. I've got a motion to file here, and I want to be put on the docket because I'm here a little earlier than my scheduled court date, which the officer said you can go in anytime and get on the docket. Okay. So, in fact, the judge said it. You can come in anytime and get on the docket. So I go to the clerk and I'm like, I've got some motions to file here. I'd like some discovery. I have the right to the discovery. So I'm filing a motion to continue. Yeah, you can't do that. Not only did she refuse to file my motions, which, like I said, has happened in the state court clerk's office too. Never has happened in the federal court as of yet. It has happened in the state court. And it's now in the municipal court. So who's paying the clerks to do that to me? Huh, Mark Warman? Is it you? See, now, when you give your client legal advice or you talk about a brief you shouldn't know anything about and any mistake that I may have made, I got to correct it. Because my guy says they don't have attorney-client privilege. They're sitting there talking right now about a mistake you made in a brief they shouldn't know anything about. You've not filed it yet. So fix the mistake. He wants to make sure you can't get an attorney. Use his attorney. He asked for it. There's that. You chose that. You get it. You asked for it. You got it. So I go to file it. She refuses to file it and doesn't put me on the docket. But I didn't know that till the end. I go in and I'm sitting there and we're going through all the cases, At the very end of it, the judge is looking at me. I'm the only one left. What are you doing here? Well, I'm supposed to be added on the docket. And by the way, I tried to file, I've got all these papers here. I didn't sit around and type this shit up for nothing. And the clerk refused to file it. He's like, well, that's not supposed to happen. You have something to file. She's supposed to file it. Who was that? And then he kind of got upset that I put myself on the docket, or asked to be put on the docket, on a day I'm not scheduled for court, which was a surprise to me because I heard him all day telling people, if you want to come in early, come in early. When they said my name, there was like 3 people in that courtroom that gasped. Like, oh my God, she wasn't supposed to make it to court because they had all this other stuff planned. They were going to make it where she couldn't make it to court and impede court process. And then there'd be a bench warrant out on her. And then they'd get their second false arrest. Anyway, I found a way to get there. I found a way to get there early. I got my motion to continue. I've made my request for discovery. Part of that discovery is I want a body cam. I want a dash cam. I want a list of times I've been pulled over in the past 6 months. Because it's excessive. I'm seeing plates and tags everywhere that are very expired. Why are they still driving around? I get pulled over 6 times in a couple of days? Really? It's embarrassing, TPD. And you think people don't think you're corrupt? You're off your nut. You don't know how many people I've said. We hear what a lot of people say. Whose palms up there is he greasing? Who authorized all these pullovers? Who did? David Robertson? Is the best you can do in your career in law enforcement be the bitch of a sex weirdo club? People are sick of that, TPD. That's why we're getting help and we're getting information and you're not. You're not in the loop. We don't like that. We want a good police department that protects and serves and keeps everybody safe and uses tax dollars to protect the public, not the criminal. We don't want David Princess Robertson running the police department. We want Chief Franklin to. That's why Bynum got elected, and he picked Chief Franklin. Now, as far as the Harpers, Sergeant Harper and Mrs. Vanessa Harper Harper, I don't know them. I have met them once, but I don't know them. These aren't people I go socialize with. These aren't people I go have dinner with or coffee. I don't know them. I respect what she said, though. I'm not sure denying the whole budget is how you accomplish something, except I know she was trying to send a message. And people need to listen. People need to listen. Because guess what? Someone's coming in from out of state to fix your mess, TPD. That's pretty profound, don't you think? People are paying taxes with the reasonable expectation that since we put a roof over your head and food on your table and a car in your driveway, that you're going to protect and serve. 44% increase in domestic violence murders in the state of Oklahoma since 2020. How much of that was your fault? We don't want to be on the first 48. We don't want to. I shouldn't be pulled over and harassed. So we got targeted. So we've asked for the list of pullovers. We've asked for TPD's policy on the duty to intervene. That type of thing. Because I'm sitting there telling the officer, this pullover was planned, premeditated. It was malicious aforethought. I'm a victim of domestic violence and some serious witness tampering. By the way, it was a murder of a cop. Okay, I'm going to go write your ticket. Ooh, nope, wrong answer. Very, very wrong answer, sir. I mean, go write the ticket. We'll see you in court. But when I walked in that room, and everybody else had gone through their case and left, and I'm the last one sitting there, and the judge is like, who are you? What's your name? My name is Cynthia Ortiz. The room, yeah. I mean, I was like, oh my God. They were told I wasn't going to show up, is what they were told. Because that reaction is how they fucking clearly know who I am. I don't know them. So I'm like, I started laughing. I was like, so yes, here I am. I'm here, and I have a motion to continue, which I tried to file with the clerk, the court records lady. She wouldn't take it. And he said, yeah, and you're not on the docket either. And I go, well, I asked for it to be on the docket. I had a conversation with this person. I'm here. I've got things to file. And she said, no, you have to have 5 copies. Well, here's 5 copies. He says, I'm unaware of a 5-copy rule. If you have something to file, they're supposed to let you file it. That's it. Period. So we got the continuance. There were some other things. I had to kind of put my foot down. I guess somebody said that there was concern on the part of Steve Consueler that I was going to get cocky with the judge. Well, is it cocky or assertive? I have rights to protect, and if no one's going to, I don't have an attorney. I'm there to protect my rights. That's why we're in court. I said this is what we're going to do with what they do. You need to do your job and protect me and every other woman who's a victim of crime and every other person who's a victim of crime. And if you're not, somebody else is going to do it for you. They already are, if I'm quoting y'all. They already are, TPD. If I'm the one that gets up beforehand, you gave my police report to the offender when I lost my evidence, like blood test that would prove or rule out arsenic poisoning. There has to be a proper collection of evidence. Has to be. That is part of the job. That is part of what you're going to have to go into court and explain why you didn't do that. Right? I don't have patience for this. I come from 4 generations of very, very good cops who believed law enforcement is to relieve suffering caused by crime and lived it and went through shit sometimes. You decide to be a cop, you signed up for it. I'm going to take some shit sometimes. If you can't handle that, get the fuck out of the kitchen. Get out. There's other jobs. You don't have to have that kind of pressure. If you can't take the pressure and you can't exercise good judgment and you can't do the job right, somebody's going to do it. It's just the way it is. The pendulum will swing the other way. We saw that in the Derek Chauvin situation. You have corruption and corruption and corruption and corruption, and it's leaning. The pendulum is all the way to the left, and then you have a corrective event, and it swings it back all the way the other way. And we got an extreme reaction. The pendulum swings all the way the other way. Extreme reaction. The world blew up. Defund the cops. Get rid of the cops. Well, we don't want that, but there needs to be some corrections, no question. And eventually, then you have it come back to the middle where it's supposed to have been all along. People don't like corruption. They don't like crime. And corruption is crime. They don't want David Robertson to run TPD. They want Chief Franklin to. David, get the fuck out of here with that. Get the hell out of here with that, princess. Nobody did anything to you. You're picking a fight with people you can't get to. Name one of my guys. One of them that gave me Lucius's name. And Calvin's name. And your witch Geppetto. And Sonja your hacker. Name one of those guys that got that from you to me. And how did I get it? Was it TPD? No, it was not. TPD's not doing the right thing here. Somebody else is. You go into court and explain that, sir. Shapeshifters and aliens from Roswell. And she's just psychic. That is funny as hell. Go into court and say it. She can't prove anything. Go into court, Mr. Robertson, and say that with a straight face. I dare you. That is going to be something. That is going to be something. What diagnosis will you get? Because you got something wrong with you. Something bad wrong with you. Okay, so yeah, I did have to get firm with the judge. I did have to say, I'm here today to get a continuance because I need evidence. By the way, today, I no longer have the car. Right? There's a causation matter here. And that's all that matters, Mr. Your Honor. Everyone gasps when they say my name. I could not believe it. I'm like, I don't know these people. And they just gasped when I said my name. And what in the fuck? What in the fuck? They clearly know who I am. They clearly weren't expecting me to be here. Somebody told them I wouldn't. Alright, for the people around me, Mr. Perry, you cause a fight, you cause drama, we're going to get more. You peep and poke, we're going to get more. You cause a problem, cause a loss. It's the same thing. I say it and then we show you, Mr. Perry. Nothing else is happening. You've never got a date. You're not going to get a date. You can't get information. No one wants to help you. Everybody wants for you to be gone. I want for you to be gone. You have lied to yourself and told yourself watching TV is a real love life, and it's not. And you are making a fool of yourself, and everybody's embarrassed by you. And I'm telling our shrink, I'm embarrassed by him. I wouldn't walk in a room with that weirdo for millions. Everybody, she said, everybody is. And I said, then why isn't he? And she said, I told you. He is severely mentally retarded and doesn't know he should be. And then, after that, we find out he has Huntington's that causes the illness of paranoia, delusion, hallucinations, and psychosis. And then the mental retardation part, impaired cognitive reasoning. Can't do the thing like when you're mean to people, they're not going to like you. When you commit a crime, you do something that's illegal, people don't like that. So they're not going to like you. They're going to want for you to be gone. So that you're not around to do that to people anymore. People don't like suffering. And those who cause it. It is psychological torture for them to hurt you and and make your family help and make your friends help and threaten them. And people have had enough of it. We don't have any problem at all getting cooperation. They do. And he can't tell the if and the then. He can't do it. So, there's the mental retardation. And she said it years ago. And you know that. I said it in a podcast. Years ago. Turns out, then we find out he's got Huntington's disease, which covers mental illness and mental retardation both. She hit it dead on the money. So, David Robertson, I assure you, same for you. Same for you. We had this, and you, David, and Lucius, and Cal, y'all don't know what it means that we have that. Still, to this day. You have no idea, do you? Or this. There's about my car. It's not legal, but I'm going to have her car towed and sold before she figures that out. Because I'm going to traffic her. And you're caught when you do it to me. One of the victim. Name one of the victim that has what I have. Name one of my guys that gets that from you to me. Quote one meeting where we decide how and when and how we're going to do that. Yeah, you can't. TPD, if you can't do your job, somebody else will do it for you. That's what this is. Everybody's sick and tired of the crime. They don't want David Robertson running TPD. They want Chief Franklin to. We want peace. We want joy. We want happiness. We want life, liberty, and the things that you're supposed to be able to enjoy in America. Civil rights. The right to just have a normal life without being the victim of crime every day. And that's your job to enforce the laws that protect us. They're infringing upon my rights. We're sick of it. You need to do something about what's going on in your own backyard. And you need to do it right now. Because when my guys do it, you're gonna have to put that together yourself. You're going to have to put that together yourself. You failed to assist an officer down in need of an assist. You failed to defend the honor of an officer killed in the line of duty. And you're going to have to explain why you didn't do that, why you didn't help. And that's your choice. You're grown men, you're grown women. You don't do the right thing, somebody else will do it for you. It's going to happen either way. Because everybody's sick and tired of it. People don't like being oppressed. They don't like being broke. They don't like being threatened. They don't like being harassed. They don't like being bullied. And you're getting some pushback, David, Lucius, Calvin. And you're stupid and you don't know that's what's happening. The more we get, the easier it will be to get a conviction and restitution. And every time Mr. Perry contacts me, we get more. And every time you cause a loss for me, we get more. And every day my privacy is invaded, we get more. And every day you cause drama with the people around me, we get more. Every day my family's alienated from me, we get more. And my friends. Any kind of loss at all. I lose an eyelash because of you, we get more. It's been that way for 9 years. What's the date on this email? David, can you read? Mr. Perry, do not contact me. I fucking hate it. Every time Mr. Perry contacts me, we get more. Every time Mr. Perry contacts me, it pisses me off because I asked him not to do that. We get more. How many times do I got to repeat the same thing for him to get it? Cause and effect. When you do it to me, we get more. Mr. Perry, I'm not in love with you. You're a turnoff. You don't have a real love life. You have a TV show and you're pretending. A 1-year-old little girl can do that. It's embarrassing to me. You embarrass me. You embarrass everybody. You need to stop. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't care. Control yourself. You are pathetic. And you're boring. And you're cruel. And everybody's tired of dealing with it. David, what does it mean that I have this? You need to figure that out. Sooner rather than later. I'm not asking you, sir. I'm telling you, you better figure it out. What it means that we have that. And Lucius's name and Calvin's name and Geppetto, your witch. Who keeps going, does she have sage? Because my seances and my spells that you've hired me to cast on her aren't working. Yeah. No, whatever. You fucking weirdos that play with doll. Go pray to your doll. What problem has your doll fixed? I mean, you guys are pathetic. So, yeah, I got my continuance and I got another court date and we'll see you in court, right? Isn't this the thing everybody's all worried about? Is it going to be a mini criminal trial for Mr. Perry? I don't know, Mr. Consueler, did you want to come and let's see how this works out? I mean, you're something. We're tired of it, sir. We're all tired of it. The pendulum's swinging. Do you not see it? I mean, what does it mean that I have that, Mr. Consueler? Do you know? TPD, do you know what it means that I have all this? I mean, you better figure that out. I mean, you would think that you would want to figure that out. So this was from yesterday. Somebody was commenting on, do you see all these pullover? Look at that. He goes, you got thousands. This is the day that I was woken up by the police that are doing their job. TPD, doing your job. Go fix your taillight. He had it taken out so he could have you pulled over. What's going to happen when I go over some of this in court? I'm not going to take all of it. I'll take some of it. I don't need all of it, right? I had to go buy a taillight. Go get your taillight fixed. He did. He pulled it out. He wants you pulled over. Yep. I mean, what's it mean that we have all that, TPD? The complaint filed to Michael Neely that resulted 6 days later in the murder of Chief Miller and the attempted murder of him and the frame-up of him was car vandalism. You're trying to go at my car. I have had, how many accidents? Brick thrown at me on the freeway, hit the asphalt, popped up under the car and busted the engine in two, totaled it. Could have been my head. There's the tail light. Radiator hose punctured. This was reported to Mike after I got my new car. They put powder in the trunk, like they just wanted to let me know they could get my new car. Also in a room down the way where, somewhere around where Mr. Robertson had his employees staying from Dynamic Shot. Then I get hit in the wheel. They always go at the wheel. Let me see, where is it? Slave to your desires. Impotent in character, Mr. Perry. Yeah, see, had people pulling up, taking pictures so they could prove they're not stalking me in Oklahoma. People that have no legitimate reason to be in Oklahoma. There's a witness statement saying, I was kind of tired of it. She called Chief Miller 3-4 times. I didn't report it. She did. There's another one. I mean, this was just off the rails weird. Mr. Perry's weirdo. Weirdo. Strango. That's why he can't get a real date with a woman. Women don't like that creepy, weirdo stuff. Okay, here it is. Then they did that, right at the wheel. See? Nobody has this many people hit him at the wheel. Hit him at all. Then this one, again, right at the wheel. Right, Muffin Man? Right, Lucius? And this was a hit and run. I was inside the business, a place of business, and the guy hit me and took off. I reported to Mingo Valley. Mingo Valley said, oh, we don't take evidence. That's not how we do things here. That's the second time I've been told that. I looked at it and I go, today is it. Today it is. Shoved my papers under the glass and walked out. Fail. Law enforcement failure. Big one. So, TPD, please tell me you don't think everybody's stupid and you get it, that they're starting to question your integrity. They are. You're crazy if you don't think they're not. I mean, again, we're quoting you. Who else do we know what, Better get a grip on reality. Then I got hit again, right at the wheel. Then again, another attempt was made and he missed the wheel, but he got me right back here. I mean, you could sit that many times. Right after this. And then there's pullovers and taillights and headlights taken out and pullover. Mr. Perry, oh, nobody else suspects a thing because everybody's as dumb as we are. Yeah, I don't think so. So, now we got to go into court and go through some of that. I'm not going to put all of it into court, but I'll put some of it. Here's the thing, Mr. Perry, stupid, rejected, fail. Always pathetic, always a wannabe, never wanted. Reject, nobody, loser, boring, strango, weirdo. If you liked women, you would do what women like. If you wanted to date with me, you would do what I like. You don't. You refuse to. In fact, the more you know I hate it, the more you do it. You like deviant men. You're involved in some serious sex crimes. But remember who caught it. I did. I have help. Name one of my guys that gets information from you to me. Quote one meeting. Ask Lucius, Calvin, Muffin Man. His nickname is Muffin Man. Dickie, Richard, Blankenship, Desiree, Sanjay, you're a hacker. Geppetto, you're a witch. Calvin's a biker, I guess I heard. What planet do you fucking live on? The more we get, the more you contact me, the more you take from me, the longer I'm broke, the longer Mike's in jail, the more problems and drama you cause, the more we get. It's been that way for 9 years, David. It shouldn't take 9 years to spot a pattern. When you do it to me, it's different. But it's the same every time you do it. Everybody's sick of this. They're sick of y'all. They're sick of the trouble you make. They're sick of the losses you cause. Because you cause the kind of loss people don't just get over. And everybody's kicking your teeth in, is what that is. Metaphorically, Matt. Listen, I'm not going to keep explaining myself for you guys. I've worked with a very, very, very powerful people. Very smart people. And then in a strip club. Never in my life have I had to explain what I meant this much. You figure it out on your own. Figure it the fuck out on your own. Nobody owes you anything. Mr. Perry, you are never invited here. I reject you. Do not contact me again. Because when you do, I fucking hate it. It pisses me off. I told you to cut it out. I don't care to hear it. Everybody's sick of hearing it. Grow a pair, act like a man, and move on. Like everybody else can do. You're an embarrassment. Stop contacting me. Stop. And our shrink said, as much as they get quoted, they all need to be put in a hospital. To think that they have a choice when they're told they must stop and comply with the law. Show respect for the law. And show respect for people. Period. And if as much as they get caught and quoted and told on, for them to think they have a choice, speaks to some very, very serious delusion. Mr. Perry, when you contact me, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. What part of that don't you get? Stupid. Leave me alone. Fucktard. Leave me alone. Control yourself. We get more because I fucking hate your contact. It's nasty. You're gross. You're sick. You're twisted. You're bizarre. You're weirdo. Stop contacting me. Stop it. Stop it. Stop contacting me. Get out of my computers. Get out of my phone. Stop being a peeping Tom nothing. Always a wannabe, never wanted. That is where you're stuck. And when you go to prison for it, I'm gonna come ask you, is it cute now? The terrorizing and horrifying you did, day after day after day, the bothering and the bothering and the bothering and the bothering. Now is it cute? Leave me the fuck alone. Do not contact me or anybody I know again. And when you do it anyways, you know good and well what's gonna happen. We'll get more. We'll find out more about your crime. And the more we find out and the more we get, the easier it will be to get convictions and restitution for your victims. And you have to want that, or you wouldn't keep doing the same thing every day to get you the same results for 9 years. Okay? I don't want to hear it. No one does. Everybody's sick of y'all. You don't have any problems getting the information. You do. You can't name one guy that gets information from you to me. And you can't quote one meeting. You can't get information and we can. No one's going to help you, Mr. Perry, until you get the fuck out of my life. And the longer you drag this on, the less they can do. The guys will be in touch with you. It is very inappropriate for you to continue to try to talk to me. I don't want to hear it. We're all sick of hearing it. Everybody's very, very, very worried about the Millers, the Neelys, me, and my family. And no one gives two fucks about you. You don't matter. I do. That's why we can get information and you can't. TPD, do your fucking job. You got systemic corruption. Fix it. Just fix it. When I said I'm not Wyatt Earp, I didn't come here to mop up. I don't even want to know about this stuff. I meant that. I still mean that. I don't want to deal with it. No one does. But if you're not going to do your job, somebody's going to do it for you. They are. I got a bunch of pullover emails, and now everybody's wanting to know who authorized that. You know, clean it up. You don't have a choice. You really don't.